Welcome back to another episode of Malvo Talks. Now, this is the second part of the origins of the Emperor Haile Selassie. And as I was talking to you in the last episode about the Battle of Adwa, where Tafari's father, Menelik, served and led his troops with great distinction. But nevertheless, after that was over, the Battle of Adwa was in 1896, and after that was over, he applied himself in terms of being the ruler of Harar. Now, it's very important to understand that Harar was a very diverse principality, kingdom, and as a consequence of that, the education and the tutoring of Ras, I should say he wasn't a Ras then, but of Tafari Menelik was, aka Haile Selassie, was very multicultural, certainly, very unorthodox, certainly for that time, because one of the things that Menelik did as a consequence of this diversity, it was in this territory that some Capuchin monks had set up a school, Catholic, Roman Catholic school, and he had them educate his son Tafari. And because of you see the invasion of Ethiopia by the Italians had caused a lot of dissension from both within and without, because in spite of the victory over the Italians, there were many of the royals who felt that the future generation of Ethiopian leaders had to be very skilled, very practiced at trying to navigate the larger world. And as a consequence of that, Menelik, who is Tafari's father, felt that he should have as broad as an education as he could. And because he could not find that among the Ethiopian tutors, he had these Catholic monks teach his son, so that as Menelik would grow, this is Tafari, would grow, he would have a mastery of European history, European politics, all of those kinds of things, which was not readily available in the Ethiopian state. And he also had this curriculum to coincide with the regular curriculum. And we have to talk about Menelik II. Menelik II lasted until 1913. And he was a strong ruler, a strong monarch. But what caused a lot of the dissension at the turn of the last century was the fact that he had no male heirs. He left no male heirs. The Empress Tatu, who was his last wife, was barren. And so all of his children who were daughters came from a previous marriage. And remember, it was the Emperor Menelik Menelik II, who moved the capital to Addis Ababa. And as the new capital, the centralization of the state into a modern working kingdom had gotten underway, but was by no means completed. And as Menelik's health deteriorated, his wife engaged in a lot of palace intrigues, chosen to be the designated heir of Menelik II. And it was en route to the capital of Addis Ababa in 1906 that Makanenin took ill and died and left Tafari, this is again, aka Haile Selassie, an orphan.